please welcome the wickedly talented
Betches Video Club.
There's a mistake.
Betches.
You guys won Best Picture.
Welcome back to Betches Video Club, where the Betches Video team talks all things television and movies. It's like book club, but with way more screens. Wow.
Damn, you crushed that.
Damn,
That was
I
good,
know.
Brian.
I can't believe that was one take.
We all were like, blah, 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 blah. We did it.
I was like, wait, try again. That's sort of why he's the director.
Wait,
No.
I'm just clocking this whole moment now that you're in a different.
For those just listening, Jack is wearing like a full Marie Antoinette outfit,
Yes.
and the wig has a really cute butterfly in it.
Yes.
Curls are really holding.
They're wonderful, dear. It is. I wore this at a music festival and someone put this butterfly in my hair.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, cute. Were they on drugs?
Oh, definitely.
Nice.
Certainly,
Oh,
dear.
definitely.
The rest of us all are like looking a little Halloween-y.
Yeah, I've got a little like orange top. That's
Yeah.
pumpkin-esque.
Yes, I would say. I have a Shining sweatshirt on.
Yeah.
Never seen. Way
Never
too
seen.
scared.
Me too.
Way too scared.
Yeah.
Also
It's
scared. Can't
so
do that.
Scary. It's so
Yeah.
good. I love
I
it.
mean, look at those girls.
Yeah, I got the twins.
They need buckets of concealer.
Buckets.
Yeah, I'm wearing a stunning piece from Zara Europe. It's actually straight out of Brian Russell Smith's closet.
I
Zero.
outgrew it. It's from my twink era.
And
Dead.
now I'm
We've left that
entering my
one.
twink era.
Yeah. This month, we're talking about spooky movies. And today's episode, we are talking about the Disney Channel original film, Halloweentown.
Halloweentown.
Halloweentown. for
Your
sure.
hosts today are
Jack Maloney.
Maddie Mahoney.
Brian Russell Smith.
And Tess Ellis.
So, do you want to do a little quick synopsis?
Give me a
Yes.
quick synopsis.
All right,
Give the
so
viewers.
it was written by Paul Birnbaum.
Love
Did
him.
not do anything else of note.
Okay.
And directed by Dwayne Dunham. He also directed Little Giants,
Oh.
Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey,
Trigger warning.
Favorite movie.
and he was an editor on Twin Peaks and Star Wars Return of the Jedi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, film buff.
Yeah, right?
Wait, I don't know if you have this credit on there, but we got to shout out the DP, Michael Slovis, my good
Mm-hmm.
friend's father.
It also starred the legendary Hollywood actress Debbie Reynolds from
Gag-worthy.
Singing in the Rain.
Crazy.
Have you
One
heard
of,
of it?
one of my favorite movies as a child.
Everyone else kind of didn't really do anything much other than this.
They feel like familiar faces,
Yeah.
but not like distinct actors.
I feel like this was like before
Does that mean-
DComs were launching major careers. Like they were so grateful for the Debbie Reynolds pool. They're like, just fill it out the
Yeah.
cast,
Right.
and like we
So
got Debbie.
DCOM is Disney Channel original
Exactly.
movie
Disney
for
Channel original
anyone
movie.
who doesn't know what that
Yes,
was.
for anyone who doesn't know, DCoM's Disney Channel original movie. I feel like High School Musical was kind of one of the line of demarcations where doing one of those could be like a game changer for your career.
No, even before then, there was like the Katherine Heigl one, Wish Upon a Star,
Oh my God, yeah. Also,
there-
Cheetah Girls.
Cheetah
Yeah.
Girls,
Starstruck. Okay.
Cadet Kelly.
The most iconic.
End of podcast.
End of
We don't need to
podcast.
talk.
Oh, wait a second. But
Kelly.
Lizzie McGuire. But Hilary Duff was already Lizzie McGuire at that
Right,
point, right?
right.
So she
Yeah.
was career was launched.
But still, they were a big deal. They were a
They
big
were a
deal of
big
the
deal.
day.
They were a big deal.
The movie was made in 1998, and it follows Marnie Piper, a 13-year-old who discovers that she comes from a long line of witches. Her grandmother, Aggie Cromwell, a.k.a. Debbie Reynolds, arrives on Halloween night and whisks Marnie and her siblings away to the magical hidden world of Halloweentown, a place filled with friendly goblins, ghosts, and warlocks. But not everything is as whimsical as it seems. An evil force threatens to take over the town, and it's up to Marnie and her family to embrace their powers, join forces, and save both Halloweentown and the human world.
Hell yeah.
That was great.
Both worlds. Both worlds on the line. High stakes.
Yeah.
So, what do y'all think the budget was for this movie?
$100 million.
Yes.
No, I think it was probably small from what I
Small.
saw on
Agreed.
screen. I think this was a
5 mil.
smaller budget.
I'd say 7 mil.
I'm gonna say 8.
$4 million.
Whoa! Wow, that's like a low budget for something where there's a lot of prosthetics involved.
That's-
There's a lot of makeup and
I
like
think they were
creatures. and-
DIY in that, Jack.
Yeah.
From what I saw, that was BYO nose.
And it was only 24 days, but yeah, as you mentioned,
24 days? What do you mean?
The shoot was 24
What?
days.
Well, that's standard for that budget. You can't
Yeah.
go much longer than that.
So most of the Halloweentown extras were actually locals from the town, St. Helens, Oregon, when they were wearing store-bought Halloween masks
And it
instead of
shows.
custom
It
costumes.
shows.
That makes sense.
When they get
That makes
off the
sense.
bus to Halloweentown, they're let off by a normal dude in a British soldier outfit.
Literally.
There's a Marie Antoinette costume in there at some point.
I'm going, what are the rules of this place?
Yeah.
Is it history? Is it a time warp? Is it creatures? It's a little bit of everything.
It's sort of Halloweentown. It's sort of anything Halloween. Could it be Halloween? It's there.
Anything could be Halloween.
It's spirit
Right.
Halloween come to life.
Which is why everything is there. Every single thing is
It's
there.
a man who just instead of a head, it's a pumpkin. But
Yeah.
everything else is normal.
You guys could look like you. You could look like me.
Right.
You could just be a skeleton. You could be anything.
Or you could just have like a random dog face or
Yeah.
cat face.
Right. They really were going off with some of those faces. I was like,
The masks.
so what's this creature?
I
What's
know.
this one from lore? What's the lore?
I think it was literally like, okay, extras, come into this room,
Mm-hmm.
pick 2 props. That's who you are today.
A lot of it was also practical. And so the skeleton, all practical.
The taxi driver.
Yeah, the
Is
taxi
that-
driver.
okay, yeah.
Not CGI,
Was it a
animatronic
puppet?
controlled by puppeteers.
Oh, I love that.
I love that.
You know
Love
what?
that.
It works. It actually makes it more like rickety.
Yeah.
Which is how you would sort of expect a skeleton to be.
Yeah, and it looked good.
Yeah.
Do more practicals. Please stop with the CGI.
So now that we're like looking back on it and seeing it with adult eyes, because I probably have not seen it since I was a child.
Same.
Do you think we give movies like this more slack with the over the topness of it because of nostalgia, or is it camp?
This is a real kids movie. The acting is for kids. You know, they're like spoon feeding it to you. They're like, this is the bad guy. You know, it's
Yep.
all very theatrical. It almost feels like a play or a musical in that like style.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that I completely agree with that in the sense that like the difference between this and like Hocus Pocus, which we talked about last week, go watch, is like that feels like a movie that is made for the family, for all sectors, but because this is going to be on Disney Channel, they don't have to appeal to parents. So
That's
there's
true.
like no adult jokes in it.
No.
Like if you look at that, like there's none. It's very simple. Like it's very much from a kid's POV, and like, you know, also the world. Yes, like you said, the world is very simple. The rules are simple. It's
The-
a,
It doesn't
yeah,
make sense. The world doesn't make
they would
sense.
be pulling shit out. I was like, where did that come from? Merlin's. Okay, God, he exists here too.
The mayor's secretary was the pins and needles
Oh,
lady.
one of my favorite girls.
That was so bizarre.
What was
It
going on with
That
that?
I know what happened with that. That woman said, "I'll be an extra, and I have my own costume. I already have it, and it's a pins and needles costume. I'm a pin cushion.
I'm a pin cushion.
And they go, "That's fine. We'll write a bunch of pin puns for you. We'll do that. Good. Next." Like that was so random.
Well, so it was originally written much scarier, and it was going to be 2 hours long, but it was going to go to NBC, and then Disney went and took it out from NBC.
Oh.
And they cut like 40 minutes from it and turned it into this Disney Channel movie.
So was it already in the can when that happened, or that was just the
No,
script?
the script.
Okay.
The script, yeah.
The score sounds like it was written on my keyboard. Like I feel like I literally was like, so I know those synth strings. I've used them.
Yeah.
I know what those are. Like it was so like clunky. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I still. Well, I'm gonna be clear. I still really enjoyed it.
Oh,
For how
same.
cheap it was, I had a good time watching it. Okay, back to you, Brian.
So one of the storylines I also cut out was Harriet, the woman who was like ugly with the ugly makeup, and then they made her uglier.
Wait, who?
Harriet,
Remember, she's
like
the first woman when Debbie Reynolds' character gets off the bus. She comes up to her and she's clearly going to be somebody who turns into
it's
the
like
bad
very
thing.
random, and she's like, "Oh, Harriet!"
Oh,
She's like-
yeah.
yeah, and like they have the whole conversation, and then they discover her right before she goes to confront the mayor, and she's made her uglier, even though she was already ugly. It was really bizarre.
Yeah.
Marnie's mom lies to her about being a witch. First of all, I'd be really pissed off if I was a witch and magic powers. My parents tried to
Livid.
hide it from me.
And that you were about to lose them
Yeah.
forever, and you were finding out at the 11th hour.
Yep.
Right.
like, how is it a con to have magical powers?
No, literally.
She's like, magic can't do everything for you. I'm like, it literally can. It's magic. That's the whole point.
No, exactly. Also, I died when, you know, like the youngest sister, what's her name? Sophie. She's just, I want a cookie so bad. And the cookie is flying toward her, and the mom's just, meow. I was like, Mom.
Yeah,
like,
they really villainize her.
oh my God, come on, let the girl have her cookie. Like,
Sophie was the real hero of this movie,
she's so fun the whole time.
and Marnie can't do shit.
I fear Sophie's more powerful. I was
Yeah.
just going to
Oh,
say,
you think?
she's more powerful. she's doing magic easily. She
Turns
gets
the
it.
lock into
She
the
just
frog.
gets it. But maybe that's because it's like the innocence of a child. Like you just want a thing.
It's simple.
And that's how magic works. And that's what the grandma said. Magic is quite simple. Which, by the way, the rules of the magic, let's call that a soft magic system. There are no rules. No rules to that
I go,
magic.
"That's
She said,
manifesting."
I'm going to use this instant witch's brew and try to light up this old talisman.
Oh, I loved when she did that.
Like, it's so
Yeah.
gag, but I'm just like, it was so funny because I was just like, okay, so basically the rule is just think about what you want.
Just want
and that's
it.
it. And then you got it.
Just want it.
No
They don't have-
spells.
So we're all witches if you really think about
Yeah.
it.
No,
It's basically just
literally.
manifesting.
Yeah.
Manifest.
Yeah, that's actually what it was.
Manifesting magic.
Even when she teaches her how to ride the broom, right? She's like, just do it. It's like, oh my God, okay, wait.
Wait,
yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah,
That's
well-
And then let
crazy.
yourself have it.
Let
She's
me
like,
sit
okay,
on
I'll
this
have it.
like rod with my old ass grandma. Yeah, we're definitely gonna both be comfortable on this.
Yeah.
The mom's lying.
Yeah.
Did your parents ever lie to you about something and then you didn't realize it was a lie
Yes.
until you got older?
Ooh, definitely. I mean, Santa for sure. I did figure Santa out on my own though, through detective work.
My mom would say things to like obviously make us do things, but also for her benefit. She told us that she had to eat the crusts of the pizza because it kept her hair curly. So we would be like, "Here are your crusts, Mom," because she like loved the crust of pizza.
Oh, that's
She also would tell
Really
us
clever.
if we touched our belly button, a watermelon would grow in our stomach. Just like
Why?
I
She
don't
didn't want you touching it?
Yeah, she didn't want us messing with our belly button. You know,
Okay, fair enough.
we had like weird stuff like that.
Huh.
Wait, Maddie, I'm going to need to backpedal for a sec. What was the detective work you did to figure out Santa?
Oh, okay, I'll tell you. So I was probably 6, which is a little
Whoa.
bit on the older side.
Older side?
think
I didn't learn this till I was 10.
I was like, I just found out.
I really believed.
Well, I was in our new house, so I was 6 or 7, yeah. And I was the oldest though, and so my parents really tried to keep me believing a long time because they wanted me to help my sisters believe. And because they would just do whatever I did, you know. Couldn't think for themselves, idiots.
Some things never change.
So my mom and dad like obviously wrote on the presents like to Maddie from either mom and dad or from Santa. And there was this one Christmas that I will never forget where there was a present under the tree and it said from Santa, but it was in the same handwriting as my mom and dad's.
That's how I clocked it too.
And I was like, well, what's this? This doesn't make sense. And I asked my mom, I was like, why does Santa have the same handwriting as you? And she was like, oh, well, sometimes we have to help him out. Like, because, he's delivering presents
My
to
mom
so many
pulled that
people.
shit. My mom pulled that shit
And
too.
I was just like, don't lie to me. Like,
It's like, yeah.
I was just like, I know she's lying. But then I still pretended to believe another year for my younger sisters and for my parents, which is sort of, I guess.
So
the
your
origin
parents
story of
didn't
my
know that
people
you,
pleaser.
your parents didn't know that you knew.
Yeah.
You were pretending for them to make
Yeah.
them happy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Oh,
sweet.
Mattingham.
That's it. Well,
Or
it's
is
sweet or a
that-
dangerous pattern
Yeah.
being born. Yeah.
Jack,
My
anything?
thing, the lie that my parents told me, besides buying into my straight fantasy for like a few years there, oh man, there would be times when my dad was like, yeah, someday when you have a wife, I was like, say it one more time, King, you'll believe it.
Yeah.
Really good acting, Dad. Really good acting.
Or Lady Killer.
I believed it all. I had to
Yeah,
ask about
I'm
Santa.
so
I
gullible.
believed it all. I'm so gullible. Excuse me. And I also have a zest for fantasy. So
A zest.
I want to believe in magic. I wanted to believe Santa was real. So there was allegedly a monster down the drain, and that's why we couldn't put our hands there, which actually sort of a smart idea to make your kids not put their hand down the drain where the trash, the chute,
garbage disposal.
like the garbage disposal. Yeah,
Yeah.
like in your sink. There's a monster down the drain. So
There
it's
sort
like
of
couldn't
was
put
a
my hand
monster
there.
down the drain.
And I kind of believed that because we had I don't know if you guys had this, like our drain had this like these rubber kind of
Yeah.
spokes, right? So to me, I was like, it kind of does look like a mouth,
Oh,
So I was like,
yeah.
it's definitely there, and I was
definitely
really
there.
scared of that for a while.
Y'all had
And
fancy
I think it took me
kitchens.
to be like 14 where I was like, I
Not
don't think
14,
that's true.
Jack. 14?
Well, hey, I found out my Santa wasn't real on a chairlift when I was 10.
Aw.
I asked. I just asked.
Tough. You just wanted to know.
I asked because a lot of kids have been telling me for years. I'd been denying it, even though I knew the signs. My parents didn't even try with the handwriting thing. They didn't even try. It literally was straight up their handwriting.
Yeah.
I did ask my mom that too, and she was like, "Well, we have to help him. Like he drops the presents off, and then
Right.
sometimes we wrap them, and just like
He drops
and,
the
he drops them off.
We have to wrap
Like-
them for him.
It's like,
and put your
Jesus,
name
isn't
on
he
and the way
magical?
that
Can
I
you wrap
bought it,
them?
the way that I bought it,
He drops them off.
That's really funny.
He sends us the Amazon link and
mine-
we order them.
Yeah.
exactly. That's why they were in her car one time, and I did notice that, and I didn't question it. Santa was still real.
Mine were all car related. It was like the car won't start until your seatbelt's buckled in.
Oh.
And
Wow.
or like, oh yeah, you can't turn the light on in the car at night because we'll get arrested.
Oh, I remember. We had that one.
yeah.
Yeah, what is that real?
I don't know.
That's kind of
I
extreme.
say turn them on.
Yeah, I don't leave them on, and it's a very strange rule.
Yeah, maybe my
parents
mom
had.
always said it was hard to see, and I don't know.
No, they said it was illegal.
That's so hardcore.
Anyone have any favorite quotes? Mine jumped out at me was when Grandma was brewing a potion and Sophie goes, "Are you cooking chowder, Grandma? I like chowder." I thought it was really cute and funny.
That is cute. I love all the insults that Marnie throws. Also, what's her younger brother's name?
Dylan.
Dylan.
It's like, the kid movie insults. She goes, "Hey, chocolate bar."
I wrote that one down too.
What does that even mean? What does it mean? I don't know.
And it
but
was
I
at
would
the
be offended.
height of the fight. She's like,
yeah, it's
"Hey, chocolate bar." I
It's a
literally was
really
like,
bad one.
"Girl, what?"
I know.
The
No,
gat-
but weren't you still like, oh shit, like shit's about to get real?
Was that the big cheese who said that, Luke?
Yeah.
Oh wait, the big
cheese.
cheese
The big
is a really good one.
cheese.
Yeah.
The gag was, I am not gonna lie, Dylan. I was like, I cannot stand you. You're a child, and I cannot stand you.
That's
But
what
the
I
one
identify
thing he
with.
said that sort of got me, where I was like, you got me there. Was he at one point he laments? He's like, why do the troublemakers get all the attention?
I wrote that
and
one
I was
down,
like,
too.
I go, why did I say that when I was a kid?
No, I identify with Dylan. I do.
No, Maddie.
No, I know. I'm sorry, but like every time that Dylan was like, "Well, hold on, like that's not magic," I was like, "He's right."
Yeah.
Like, sorry, I love magic just as much as the next person. Well, not as much as Jack. Nobody could love it as much as Jack. But when he's like trying to explain how all the stuff is coming out of Aggie's bag,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, let's try and figure it out. Something's going on there. This is fully explainable.
It's logic. It's logic.
It's logic. I'm sorry. I just am that girl. When somebody's like, "Oh, the moon and the stars are why you're feeling that way," I'm like, no, it's actually because of something real that happened. That's why I'm feeling that way.
And meanwhile,
You know what I
I'm
mean?
literally Marnie, and I'm like, I am a witch. Don't even, Maddie, I'm a witch, and don't tell me otherwise.
You're like, when I turn 30, someone's gonna come to me and tell me that I
30?
have powers
No, 26. Twice, 2 times 13.
next year.
That's when I become a witch. Soon. I want it now.
I loved
God.
him. I loved him too, the brother.
Yeah.
I think would have hated him as a kid, but now I was like, he's right.
Exactly.
But I also think he had the very specific game of being the know-it-all.
Yeah.
And one of his quotes was when they were like, what is this place? What is this place? He was like, Cleveland? What? I hear they have a great school system. I was like, oh,
That was funny.
He's a child adult. And
Yeah.
like, you gotta love a child adult who's like,
Yeah.
on their shit.
Now you
had
guys
glasses
want
on.
to flip shit. I watched the second Halloweentown after this. Yes, I did get sucked into the franchise. And
Worked.
wow. His age up from the first to the second movie is unreal. They
Blow
were only
up?
made no, I'm not going to say that because he was still a child.
Oh, okay.
But more just like
he
how
grew
much
up.
older he looked. Like I'm telling you, like it was only like 2 years apart. Marnie looks pretty much the same. I guess that's guys.
Marty looks the same now.
Really.
Yeah.
Guess she just doesn't age. Iconic for her. Must be a witch.
Witch.
Yeah, must be a witch. But he, oh my God, he like went from like a literal child to like a 15-year-old boy in like
Wow.
1 minute. I was like, what?
Would you live in Halloweentown if you had the option?
No. Not for me, thank you. Too many kooks, too many crazies. Way too much
many
going
kooks.
on. Like we said earlier, what are the rules of this place? Like also, those guys running the bus stop, nightmare. You're never going to get anywhere on time. Like, are they fighting? Are they loving each other? Do they do a bit? Like, it's just too many questions at every turn. I just no. It's a no
mom,
from me.
So mom was right.
I am going with mom.
Yeah.
Would you
To
have
the
told
real
your
world.
daughter she was magical?
No, that I disagree with. No,
Oh.
wait. In my head, I made up a question that you were going to ask and then responded to that instead of the question.
No, I think you were
actually
right though.
asked.
Like, would you lie to your daughter?
Yeah. Okay.
about
That's
this.
so weird.
Yeah.
Tez.
Yeah.
That's what I heard you
I'm a
say.
To answer the question at hand, ready for this? Not expecting it. I also wouldn't live in Halloweentown.
No.
Mostly because it bored me, to be quite honest.
Bored you?
A little bit. The part of Halloweentown, the movie that I realized I liked the most as a kid was the excitement of going there
Yeah.
and the excitement of that secret. Then once I got there, I was like, this is kind of lame.
It's
like,
sort of
just
a regular
with a bunch of
town
weirdos.
with
like,
masks.
and like I liked the grandma's house with all the witchy stuff, but it's not even that great.
I would
Like,
visit.
Yeah.
It's nice. It seems like a nice place to visit.
Great place to weekend.
Yeah, but like, there's too many uggos.
there's so many uggos.
So many uggos. I don't like.
There's
I-
just not a
yeah.
normal one in the bunch.
No.
Like,
I think I
it's
would
too
want to
much
be
for me.
born in Halloween Town and then go to the real world and be like the kooky one in the real world.
So like
I would.
like
I
Aggie.
think I would be like at Halloween Town to be like, I want to go where the people are. Like I think that would be my
Sort of like
track.
the Ariel of Halloween Town.
Ariel of Halloween Town.
Sort of part of your world. Honestly, I get that. I would love to have the witch powers. I don't need to live in Halloween Town, but I would love the witch powers.
Yeah.
Sort of part of your world.
Any favorite scenes? Mine was them. The combination of them getting all the ingredients for the witch's brew.
So fun.
Going to the salon.
The salon is the best one.
So funny.
Yeah.
The ghosts, getting the sweat from the ghosts.
Wait, that was so... Okay, this is another thing. It's like, what?
Yeah.
That's how ghosts
What
work.
are we talking about? Ghosts go in this sauna thing. They
Yeah.
sweat.
But why not just ask them? They were like terrorizing all of them. I'm sure all of them would have been
literally.
like, I'll give you, yeah, sure.
Also, if you just explain to them what
Yeah.
you're doing,
Yeah.
they'll probably be on board.
But they're like, oh, we have to trick these people, and then I'm gonna like buzz their head and
Literally,
lock
she
them in a
ruined-
steam chamber.
I don't understand the physics of that ghost. Sorry, this is the Dylan in me coming out. How do you lock a ghost in that thing? A ghost can go through anything.
Yeah, that's
no?
so true.
And also
Oh, very true.
sweating. It's sweating. It's literally sweating.
Literally, it's sweating.
And then it's also skinny.
Oh yeah.
Can I be so for real? My favorite scene was the end credits. I have to say, I wasn't obsessed. As a kid, I loved it.
Oh yeah.
And I liked the movie for what I remembered it to be as a kid. But watching it as an adult, I was like, ooh, I'm kind of bored.
Yeah.
Like,
It's for kids.
the fact of like Luke just being like, yeah, the bad guy wants to meet you now. And they
He
just
wasn't even
take her
cute.
there.
Wait, I thought he was
As a
charming.
kid.
Oh, he was.
Did you think he was cute when you were little?
No, I didn't say
No.
that.
I don't remember him.
No,
The
the
boy.
boy.
No, when I was a kid, I don't.
You don't remember
Oh.
him as a
But
kid.
I
like,
would have remembered if he
It's the
was.
same thing. I feel like with a few of these, like the boys are just not cute.
You know what I do remember being good though? What's the one with Lucas Gabriel where they recast Marnie? Is that Halloween? Return to Halloween Town? Halloween Town High?
I only seen the original.
It's Return to Halloween Town. Lucas Gabriel. That's the one that I really loved, like as a kid. Plot's better in that. More teen.
The plot was
oriented.
just very simple. You know, it's like, okay, rising action, height of the action, falling action, done. What was it, 80 minutes? It's a good movie to have on while you're doing another activity, like roasting your pumpkin seeds or like carving your pumpkin. Have it for the vibes in the background,
Yeah.
but not enough
Exactly.
that where you're just paying attention to that because you will be disappointed, I think.
Yeah. Marnie, aka Kimberly J. Brown, she runs a shop that is Halloweentown themed.
Oh, she doubled down.
yeah, she doubled down.
Smart.
No, that's like quadrupling down.
She also married Calabar's son from Halloweentown 2.
Oh, okay.
They
You know what?
started
Can
dating in real
confirm.
life.
Can
No.
confirm. He's cute. He was adorable.
Do they have kids? The shop is their child.
The stop is the child
Oh my
for now.
God.
Does the shop perform? How's the revenue? I'm really.
Are these sexual innuendos?
No.
Oh.
I'm talking about the shop, the Halloweentown shop.
Oh, I'm sure it
I'm
cleans
like,
up.
Are
when
you
edit.
sure? I don't know what the
Yeah.
market's like for specifically Halloweentown.
Also, the town that it was filmed in, St. Helens, Oregon, every year hosts the Spirit of Halloweentown Festival, where they recreate sets and have the giant pumpkin and
Oh my
all the spooky
gosh.
stuff. Sophie is a third-degree black belt, and she teaches Taekwondo.
No.
Which one, Sophie? The girl? Little
Little girl.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What a badass.
Debbie Reynolds passed away in 2020.
We miss you,
R.I.P.
Debbie.
Also famously the mother of Carrie Fisher, who passed away the
Oh my
day
God,
before her.
I forgot. The day before?
Yeah, Carrie
Yeah.
Fisher died, and the next day Debbie Reynolds
Whoa.
died.
And that's her daughter?
Yeah.
Wait, I want to cry.
AKA Princess Leia.
Yeah.
Do they have another grand?
Yeah, they have a granddaughter, Billie Lourd, who was in Scream Queens and in Rise of Skywalker. Some Star Wars
Sounds
movies.
familiar. Yeah,
so
yeah.
cool. I love that. Continuing the legacy.
Mm-hmm. And Luke, aka the Big Cheese, is hot now.
Is he?
Yeah, he's
How
hot now.
hot? Daddy hot?
He's jacked.
How old is he?
Daddy
That's
hot.
where he is now.
Jacked.
Hot.
Oh, I want to look
saw
that
him
up.
on Instagram. We'll show the post here. Most recent post is he's doing they still do like conventions, like the
Yeah,
kids.
I
Like,
can
they-
imagine.
They
You
do like signings and
clean
stuff.
up at those.
Is Luke straight?
Yes, he just got married to someone,
Boo.
but he's hot.
Sorry, Jack.
Predicting my face for when I see his Instagram. That's what it's going to be.
Oh, well, it was funny. Make sure you watch on YouTube to get all of that.
Kids. Oh, I keep forgetting this is a podcast.
So now is the time to do my 30-second pitch for why this is the best spooky movie of October out of the 4 movies we're watching, aka their scary movie, Practical Magic, Hocus Pocus and Halloweentown.
Because that is our category this month.
Yes.
Nostalgic spooky movies.
That's gonna be tough, but we're gonna go for it.
2, 1, begin.
Okay, so the nostalgia of it, it makes you feel like a kid again, and Debbie Reynolds, feels like the grandma that you may have had, but it does feel like a warm hug. I mean, I'm having a tough time advocating for this movie, guys.
So basically, the message is we didn't like Halloweentown.
No, I think it is. It's worth another watch.
It's worth a watch, but like you said, sorry, I guess that's my 30 seconds.
No, you have 8 seconds.
Okay, watch it while you carve a pumpkin, and then you'll have a great time. Maybe
Yeah.
have a glass of wine, but don't carve a pumpkin drunk.
Yeah.
Because you might cut yourself.
Really good
I think
advice.
it's watch it with your kids.
Oh,
like
that's cute.
when you're like, this was a
Yes.
great movie, and then you're watching them watch it. It's
Yeah.
like a
That would bring me
inception.
joy.
That would bring me joy.
Experience it through their eyes.
Except
Yeah.
when our kids watch it, they're just gonna go. And we
What?
can't watch with them. They're gonna have chips in their head.
Oh,
So they're just gonna go like
He's
this.
doing physical stuff for a podcast.
Sorry. For the podcast listeners, I just tapped my temple, which is where the button is going to be for your SpaceX chip, and then you're just going to
SpaceX
see the movie
In your eye.
through your eyes.
Yeah.
Wait, I feel like there could be a good drinking game with this movie, though, like for
Oh.
adults.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah. Every time they say we're Cromwell,
Oh,
Yeah. Every time
Cromwell's.
the word Cromwell's, you would be wasted.
Every time Marnie says something absolutely out of pocket to her mom,
Yeah.
that you would have gotten grounded in 2 seconds
Yeah.
for
every
saying.
every time the mom's like, she's human, and that's what she'll be, because she says that a lot.
Yeah, she's
a lot.
human.
And then every time Dylan is a little bitch. So like the whole movie.
Hey, that's me you're talking about.
we'll all be wasted
Sorry,
after
Maddie.
I
this.
loved Dylan.
Next week we have Practical Magic. Very excited. Also, very of the now because Practical Magic 2 is coming out.
Yep.
And Nicole Kidman just got divorced.
Shout out Nicole.
Shout out to Nicole.
Yay? No, yay. I'm sad for her.
So I mean, if she wasn't happy, then that's.
But
that's
it wasn't her choice. That's why I'm not happy for her.
Oh, wow.
I'm sad for her. Yeah, it was his, and he's already with another woman.
Well,
which
there
is
are other
a lot to
podcasts
talk
at
about.
Betches that you can get the full download on that about.
Yeah.
So if you want to follow us on Instagram, you can go to
At the Jack Maloney.
At Madeline Mahoney.
at Brian Russell Smith.
And at Tess Treg.
So that's why Halloweentown kind of should be the best Halloween movie.
We'll
of
see.
October.
We'll have to wait to
Go
see the results.
go to the Betches YouTube. We'll have the results of what is the official best nostalgic spooky movie of Betches Video Club, and that is a wrap.
Woo!
That is a wrap.